Since 1999, Pokemon has played a big role in the world, touching the hearts of millions of people across the globe. Some have found love in the brand by either collecting, selling, or investing. And for me, I have found love in all three of those areas. And recently, I have just gotten back into the hobby, so I am starting from zero, and I figured making a YouTube channel to document my experiences would be a good thing, especially for the new people that are entering the hobby as of right now, because the hype has not died down. If you are watching this, you are probably a fan of Pokemon, and you can probably tell that in recent months and even in the past year, the hype for this brand has grown tremendously. And that might be a little bit of an understatement. So getting back into this hobby, I was a little confused on where to start, so I started researching, and I found a couple of channels that I decided to take inspiration from, and sort of set my foundation on re-entering this Pokemon hobby through their expertise. Just to give you a little bit of transparency, I've been listening to Pokebeard, Nostalgianomics, Pokeany, and several others. And for the past 2 months, I've decided to start collecting again, and I've spent over $1,000 to try and get my collection back up to where it once was. Because as you can see in front of you, I used to collect a lot. And you can probably tell from some of these boxes, it was worth quite a lot at the time. But obviously, they're not sealed anymore, so they're not worth anything. But that's not the issue, because our story starts today. It is currently January 1st, 2025, and I'm hoping by December 31st, 2025, we will have built this channel up along with this business that we're going to be creating to some extreme heights. So you're probably wondering, where are we at right now? That's a complete lie. You did not ask that at all. But I'm going to tell you anyway. So over the past 2.5 months, I've started collecting again, and I'll just go ahead and show you where we are at with that. As of right now, I currently have 4 sealed ETBs. I'm kind of testing the water of the sealed product niche and stuff, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these just yet. Maybe I'll resell them, maybe I don't know. But we'll go ahead and show you what these are right now. So currently I have a sealed Scarlet and Violet base set ETB, a Paradox Rift ETB, a Stellar Crown ETB, and a Paldea Evolved ETB. Now, I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing with these. Again, like I said, I'm kind of just testing the water of the sealed product market, because maybe I'll sell them again. I'm not too sure, but mainly my strategy for this channel and building up a capital, I would say, is mainly in single cards. So my single card journey started a day after the Surging Sparks set released, because on day of release of Surging Sparks, I went to my local Walmart and I picked up a couple packs because they were brand new and I wanted to try it out. First pack I got a full art Pikachu EX, you can see it on screen right here, and I thought that was pretty rad. So the very next day I went back to that Walmart and I got more packs, and out of the second pack of the lot that I bought, I pulled the Latias EX Special Illustration Rare. Now at that point, I had been watching a couple of YouTubers on the current market of Pokemon, so I knew this card was worth something. So I knew immediately I had to keep it in good condition. I knew at some point I wanted to grade this card, and being a huge procrastinator, I knew it was probably going to take me a lot longer than normal to get it graded. So what I did was I set up for the very next day, I was going to go to my local GameStop and I would take that Latias EX and I would tell them, send it to PSA and grade it. So that's what I did. Now, it wasn't just the Latias EX that I sent in. I actually sent in several cards, and I actually have a couple in here in front of you. Not all of them, and unfortunately not the Latias, because I actually sent the Latias along with 2 other cards to Arizona TCG so that they could sell it on their eBay website. Your boy needs the money. But I currently have 4 of the slabs still in my possession, and I'll go ahead and show them off to you. Firstly, I have this card. I'm not planning on selling it anytime soon, and obviously you'll get a close-up. You're kind of far away over there. But I have this Mega Charizard EX full art from Evolutions. It's currently my favorite card in my collection, and I'm not planning on selling it. Next up, I have this PSA 8 Japanese Charizard Holo from their 20th anniversary, so basically the Japanese version of Evolutions. I have this, which is pretty cool. It's not worth a lot, but it is a Charizard, so I might hold on to it, see if it'll go up in value in a couple years. Next up, I have this Sylveon EX full art, I guess what you would call it, from the Radiant collection of XY Generations. It's a PSA 7, so it's not great, but Generations was a hard set to grade in my opinion, so I guess a 7's pretty good. And then lastly, I have this card that I'm definitely planning on selling, just not anytime soon, because I absolutely love this card and the price is also going up quite a lot. But I have this Magikarp and Wailord alternate art GX full art from Tag Team. I actually got it out of that ETB right there back in 2019. I thought that was pretty cool, but it got graded a 10. And if you're part of the Pokemon singles market where you're looking at the price of singles, you'll know this card has been going up recently. I think the last sold was like $750, something like that. So anyway, that was my first lot of graded cards, and I actually have a second lot that will be going out very soon. I just don't have any money yet to send it out. But I currently have this stack of 20 cards. They're all in their card savers already. I guess I could technically go through these for you really quick. We have a Japanese 20th anniversary Mew Holo. We have a Fracture illustration rare. Obviously these will be going up on screen so you can get a closer look at them if you wish. We have the Alolan Dugtrio from Surging Sparks. I actually got that card off of Whatnot for like $5, so I feel like that's a pretty good steal. It's also like very minty, so it's going into the grading, and if it does grade well, you know that's profit. Next up, we have this Skyla Trainer Full Art, for obvious reasons. Next is this Golisopod EX illustration, or special illustration rare from Paradox Rift. Next, we have this Trevenant EX, which I can't remember for the life of me where this is from, but you know. Next up, we have this card. It's a Ditto VMAX. I'm not planning on selling this card. I just love Ditto. Ditto's my favorite Pokemon, so I just wanted to grade it to preserve this card. Next, we have another card from Generations. We have the Pikachu full art. This card is actually worth a lot at a 10. Unfortunately, this one isn't a 10. I just wanted to grade it to see what kind of grade it can get, and then maybe it'll still be worth selling. I'm not too sure. Next card here is the Articuno full art from Generations again. Not great condition as well, but you know, it's still a pretty cool card. Next is my gold Terapagos EX full art from Stellar Crown. Pretty cool card. Next we have this Mega Steelix EX full art. Not bad. Next we have this Mega Pidgeot EX full art. Mewtwo EX promo. Rayquaza EX. Now this one I'm a little excited about. I have no clue if it's going to be graded a 10, but I have this Ash Greninja EX promo. Pokedata.io says this is like $870 at a PSA 10, so why not put it in to see if it gets graded a 10? Like, come on now. Next we have this Drowsy illustration rare. We have the Holy Grail of Paradox Rift, the Groudon illustration rare. Yeah, I know a couple of you were just like, dang. Next we have this Bulbasaur illustration rare. Now these next two cards, I'm not expecting them to be graded anything good, but they're like first edition Wizards of the Coast cards, so why not grade them just to see, you know? So we have this Team Rockets non-holo Dark Weezing. Nothing too special. If it was the holo, obviously it'd be worth more. Next we have this first edition Machamp holo from base set. Pretty cool, not too crazy. And then this one, it's unfortunately not a 10, I don't think. The back has a lot of whitening, but it's the Pikachu EX like full art promo from the Generations era. I know this card goes for a lot at a 10, but like I said, there's a lot of whitening on the back, so unfortunately it's not going to be a 10, but it's still interesting to see what it would get graded. Anyway, other than from these open ETBs that you see in front of you, that's pretty much my entire collection that I've collected so far in the last couple of months, and I have to say, for someone that doesn't make a lot of money, this is a pretty decent lot. Now, obviously, these cards that I'm grading, I had most of these already in my collection, so I didn't spend anything on them recently. It was beforehand, but that's pretty much my collection. Now, as of this YouTube channel that you're watching this on right now, I'm hopefully planning on just trying to build a business through Pokemon cards, which sounds insane to me still. But I've always had a dream to work for myself, and why not have fun doing it at the same time? And I love collecting Pokemon cards, so it's a win-win if I try this out. Anyway, 2025 is going to be very interesting for me and this channel, and I hope that you will join me on the ride. If you have any advice for me in the comments, please let me know, because I'm very new to this whole Pokemon investing market. I used to just collect it for fun, and if I got the super rare cards, I would just try to keep them as pristine as possible. But now my mindset has kind of changed here. It's obvious you can make a lot of money doing this, and I like money. Now, don't you worry, I'm not going to be one of those scalpers that's going to go into stores and tell y'all, you know, oh, I bought everything and didn't leave anything for anybody else, and I'm going to immediately flip it on eBay for double the price. That's not what I'm going to do. In terms of sealed product, if I'm buying sealed product, it's going to be for holding it for several years, and hopefully the price goes up on it. And in terms of buying singles and stuff, that's just either for my personal collection, or I'm going to be ripping packs to get my own singles so that I can grade them if they're good. I'll go to a couple card shows here and there to buy singles from other people, but as you may know, if you're buying good singles, you're spending a lot of money. And this channel is kind of for the people that don't have a lot of money. I know it says rich in the name, but I'm not rich. I kind of just thought it was a cool name, so here we are. I don't know what else to talk about other than that it's going to be a very interesting year here in 2025, so hopefully you'll be here for the ride. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more business-minded Pokemon YouTube channel content, because that's what we'll be doing. That's about it. So we'll talk to y'all in the next one.